Thank you all so much for being here. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here live on Facebook, where you get to ask our amazing founder, Justin Belobaba, any questions that you would like, and he will provide the answers. I'm going to go ahead and start off giving you all some corporate updates that we have. And also we have a great testimonial by Miles O'Rourke coming today. So make sure you listen in for Miles and give him a big hello. So some updates that we have are we put out our brand new Royalty AI presentation. I saw a lot of you on that training. It was amazing. You all did a fantastic job. If you want to access that presentation, it's in our official corporate royalty group right here on Facebook. You can also email support. They have a link to it. It's in our group in the unit section as well. So it's everywhere. I'm sure you all can find it. I want you to know that tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will give our very first Royalty AI Live overview presentation at our usual training Zoom. If someone wants to go ahead and write it in the comments, I would appreciate it. The link for that Zoom is zoom.us/J/ the ID is 637-286-6918. Okay. You can also access it at royaltywebinar.com, but the ID for that Zoom is 637-286-6918. Very first live Royalty AI presentation tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can't wait to see you all there. Make sure that you are inviting your guests and everyone who wants to see the power of Royalty AI. Can't wait to see you all there. Also, I will be recording like a clean version of the product presentation, and I should have something for you all by tomorrow. And also we'll do the complete overview presentation so that you can use it and share and add to your landing pages as well. Make sure to get that done for you all. And we have November 23rd coming up. How many people are excited for Vegas? If you're going to be in Vegas, make sure that you drop it in the comments, because we are going to have an epic time. So many great things are happening. I cannot wait to see you all in Vegas. You can also still get a few tickets. I think there's a few left there. We're just keeping that open. royaltyvegas.now.site. So make sure that you're sending everyone to royaltyvegas.now.site. If I'm going to see you in Vegas, make sure that you put it in the comments as well. You can also activate anyone who has gone inactive with Royalty this month for $30 off of the monthly price, right? That initial monthly price you can get for $30 off if you activate an inactive customer. That's right up until the launch of Royalty AI. So make sure that you're reaching out to all those old customers, letting them know that they have a great deal and an easy way to get started right before the AI launch. It's spectacular, amazing offer. So make sure that you are sharing that out. So once again, we have our opportunity overview, the very first live Royalty AI opportunity overview tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also will have product video and entire overview recorded for you and available for you all tomorrow. We also have our Vegas event coming up. Can't wait to see you all. And of course, getting people reactive or going active with us here at Royalty for those inactive customers. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bring up Miles O'Rourke, who would love to share his testimonial with you all. So make sure that you're saying hi to Miles. Give him a second to get on.
Hello, everybody. Can you guys see me? Am I good? I'm good? All right. My name's Miles O'Rourke. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I work for Wissahickon School District, and I also help people market their businesses online. Super excited to be here with Royalty. I was very attracted to Royalty just by the simplicity of the system, basically having everything in one place to be able to market your business online. And not only that, I got a lot of friends that do nothing online, and now they're also able to use Royalty, and it's easy enough, simple enough for them to figure out to actually be able to market their own business online as well. So this entire trip here with Royalty has been super great. I'm super happy to be here, and my business has increased, I want to say about 50% using the Royalty platform. So I just want to say thank you to Cheryl and Justin, both of you guys, for creating such an awesome platform, and a super shout out to Royalty customer support, because you guys are always also there when I need you. So I appreciate it, and thank you to Royalty.
Thank you, Miles. Thank you so much for sharing. Everybody say congratulations to Miles. Great results. We appreciate you, buddy. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it on over to Justin, see if he has any updates, and then we will get into our Q&A.
Thanks, Cheryl. Thanks, Miles. That was great, buddy. Yeah, there's lots going on, but I mean, you know, it's all kind of obviously building towards this thing, which is 16 days away. Not that we're counting, but yeah, 16 days. That's pretty amazing. So you're starting to see, you know, some of the marketing stuff coming through. Still to come, obviously, you know, new videos, brand new website that that we saw like a first draft of, but from our designer Pierre yesterday, and it's fantastic. You know, clean, modern, really, you know, I think articulates the core value extremely well. So this is not a small change. Like, this is a, you know, completely redesigned website to go with our, you know, significantly enhanced platform. And you know, behind the scenes, the majority of the code is now written. We are moving into the testing and, you know, debugging phase. So I feel, you know, good about where we are. There's going to be definitely some late nights and some weekends, but we're on track and very excited. So I hope you are too. I hope to see you in person in Vegas. There are still a few small number of tickets left. We will not be increasing the numbers once they're sold out. So if you haven't signed up, sign up and join, you know, 500 or so other super excited customers and affiliates with us at the Venetian in Vegas. It's going to be amazing. The reason we're here, as you know, is to answer questions. So I hope you guys have lots of questions today. Anything you want to talk about, let's do it.
Right on. Thanks, Justin. DePaul says, you need a beta tester?
Maybe. I'll let you know, buddy. Thanks for volunteering.
Yeah, right to it. Lots of excitement for Vegas. Lots of excitement for Royalty AI. The only question can't be, you need a beta tester. All right, we're done here.
Okay. Well, see you next week.
RoyaltyVegas.now.site. That's it for the schedule. You can go to vegasschedule.now.site as well. So vegasschedule.now.site, kind of see the layout of the schedule. We're going to have that giraffe meeting and our VIP meeting the night before, and then all day.
People want to be beta testers. It's not that. It's like, you like being frustrated, then be a beta tester. It's not actually as cool as it sounds. It's like, well, this doesn't work. Fix this.
Great. Make sure that you're dropping Vegas in the comments below if we are going to see you in Vegas. There are. Look at all the beta tester. Woohoo. Can we set up to filter the leads' phone numbers for SMS messages?
Filter how?
Just says filter the leads' phone numbers. I think this is another on that front screen. You know how we show name, email, and then the phone number, maybe?
Yeah. Is that what that means?
I think.
Yeah. So yeah, we may add that to. There's some, like, we did a big overhaul of the contact section. There's a few things that have come out of that. We'll get back to, the contact section in due course. I think that, like the workflow could be a little bit better. For example, like being able to just kind of like, go back one step, not always go back to the very beginning of contacts, right? Like that's, I totally agree that that's, kind of a little bit annoying. And we've had some requests to get that phone number in sort of like the main view of a list. So we'll look to see if we can do that. I mean, it's technically possible. Whether we can get it to look the way that we want. But yeah, no, we are aware of a few tweaks to be made to the contact section.
Right on. So if you just started, Michael, welcome and congratulations on earning commissions already. Just email commissions@royaltie.com and you're good to go. And once again, congratulations. That's awesome. D says, got any good excuses to get out of a christening the same weekend as the event?
The event is your excuse.
Right? Yeah.
I gotta be there.
Will AI be automatically available to everyone already in?
Yes. Yeah, so it won't, we're not going to like guess which page you want activated, but you will, once it's launched, you'll be able to choose which one or two or three or 10 pages you want to activate, so that'll be available, and you will just decide which pages are the ones that you want to activate. And when you activate a landing page, we're going to start describing this as sort of like what you're really doing is you're kind of activating an overall AI powered marketing campaign. So it's not just like your landing page that's activated, it's the blog that's activated, it's the SEO that's activated, it's the social and content marketing that relates to the landing page that gets activated, it's the email newsletter that gets activated. So it's a complete online marketing campaign that is AI powered, but the switch is at the landing page level. You'll see. Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, I think it makes sense, but I think it'll make total sense when you see it.
This is from Michelle. She says, does AI search the entire web for information to use, or just data mine from what we have put out there?
So the AI isn't doing the searching. Okay. The AI is like, one of the things it's doing is it is learning what your audience responds to in terms of content, and it's pulling from our ever expanding database more posts and articles and videos and quizzes that are in line with what your audience is most interested in, which we discover we don't like. It's it's something that is learned over time, right? Like it's this is a little bit glib, but it's machine learning. It's not like machine guessing, right? So there's a learning phase where you activate the AI on a page, and we will start recommending posts, and then we will, our system will then study how your audience responds to different types of posts and determine, okay, well, your audience likes this kind of content more than this kind of content. So then we will start to make more custom recommendations based on what your audience likes. Right. And but we're pulling from an ever expanding database that we are building using other tools, like some automated tools that we have to source content, some manual tools that we use to source content.
Thanks, Justin.
And all of this kind of, goes to the fact that this is not something that can be done overnight, right? Like there's a lot to it, right? Like this is not a trivial, little feature. This is something that requires technical expertise. It requires operational expertise. It's a significant it's a very significant undertaking.
There's 3 questions by Stefan. I hope I'm saying
Great.
it properly. When will we be able to insert video embed code instead of YouTube and Vimeo links?
We don't really have a lot of embedding video, like on a landing page, for example. Technically it's possible. I'm not crazy about it because it also exposes us to some other, risks as a business. Like, what happens if like some evil person signs up and posts something like really offensive or illegal or whatever? There's, there's an argument that since we're hosting it, we are responsible for the content. So there's a whole kind of like legal side of this that makes that unappealing. The nice thing about like YouTube is they handle that, right? YouTube, Vimeo. So, and then it's also a question of like, well, what's the value? Like, if we do all of that and figure out how to screen the content in a way that doesn't, create a bunch of risk for the business, what's the value? Like, how far ahead are our customers by being able to upload directly versus using a tool like Vimeo? Like, what's the real, benefit? And I'm not saying there's no benefit, but how does that benefit rank compared to, for example, us allocating resource to build an SMS marketing feature or a remarketing feature or, any number of like the dozens of other things that we want to do. So technically it's possible, but it's risky, and I question the additional value that it brings. So I'm not super enthusiastic about it, as you can tell.
Okay, question 2, ready?
Yes.
Will we ever be able to insert form code into our landing pages so we can use our own and still capture leads into the system?
Yeah, we're gonna get back to that. I think in January we're gonna we're gonna do like a landing pages 3 sprint. Like we've done two major releases of landing pages for those of you that are new, and so we have planned a 3.0 version of the landing pages, and that will happen, I think, in January, like early 2020. And I'd let there's really cool stuff that we want to do on landing pages, right? Like there's a bunch, like there are dozens of like little things that people have asked for, like, oh, I want to put video in the feature block, or I want to put a button beside another button, or I want to put, like there's little things like that, cool. But then there's like bigger things, right? Like being able to, add your own HTML code. A chatbot would be neat, right? Like that would be cool, right? Is it an SMS chatbot? Is it a Facebook Messenger chatbot? Is it both? Is it something else, right? Like there's lots of big things that we still intend. Oh, adding more tabs. So it's not just like a 1-page landing page, but being able to add multiple tabs, right? So you can have like a contact me like page, right? So it becomes more of like a full website. So yeah, lots, right? Metadata, so that when you share your landing page, the main like hero image comes up, or keywords, right, for SEO optimization. So like there's no shortage of opportunity to improve the landing pages dramatically, and that's the plan for early 2020.
This is question 3. Will phone number data ever be inserted into the email notifications we receive for leads?
Probably, maybe. It's not a technical issue, but like most of the contact forms don't even ask for phone number, right? So and lots ask for other things. So how much do we need the email to kind of dynamically show what fields are captured versus clicking and going into the contact itself and seeing all the information. I don't think that that's that's not really clicking the button and going into your account to see more about your new lead doesn't seem like such a hassle. You probably want to do it anyway, right? To keep track of your notes and keep track of like, oh, I want to follow, like there's other things to be done in there, right? So it's possible, but again, the value of doing that versus other things is the thing that we are constantly having to weigh. Like that is the biggest debate around here is not, gee, I wish we had more ideas. It's, what do we do in what sequence to deliver the most value to the most people?
Yeah. Will there ever be a Zapier integration to send information to other apps to trigger SMS or similar things?
Yeah, like ever, maybe. Again, this isn't like that. It's not hard. Zapier's cool because, you integrate with them and then they have, hundreds of integrations. Don't forget though, like they're in the business of like being in business, right? So, people who, we spend thousands of dollars a month on Zapier. So it's not like it's free, and it sounds great until you're paying, $200-300 a month, far exceeding the cost of what you're like the system that we've built. So it can get very expensive to use that tool. Truly though, our goal is to make all external tools unnecessary, right? Like our as it relates to marketing, right? So, SMS, yeah, we've said, a gajillion times that we're going to do that. Not that, not maybe you're brand new and you didn't know that, but we've been very consistent saying that, yes, we will do SMS. We will do remarketing. We will continue to enhance email and landing pages so that they are every bit as good as, the best tools that are out there in the market. So rather like, it's a good idea. Will we do it ever? Maybe, right? Like I could see like a good reason to do that kind of integration to help kind of get information. Like ours is a marketing system, right? So if there's like a sales system, like an e-commerce type system, like maybe like a Shopify integration, that would actually make sense to me. Things like that, like to integrate with things that we flat out don't do, right? That could make sense. But to integrate with things that we do, I would rather prioritize making the things that we do better so that you don't need to use those external tools.
Right on. Makes sense. Thanks, Justin. This is from Vito. He says, can we get a link back to your account from the back office placed at the top of the page?
Can we get a which?
Can we get a link back to the royalty program from the commission back office placed at the top of the page? I think, like commission or...
You just click back in your browser.
It needs to open up in like a new address is what he's saying. Or in a new screen.
Does he want a back button or does he want it to open up in a new window?
Do you want
a new tab?
Or in a new...
Because the back button the back button in your browser will just take you back. We could have like a, home back to my account stuff thing. Sure. Probably. Again, it's not our software. So I actually don't know. Right? Like, I don't know if we could do that in some easily because that software is not ours.
Diana says having landing pages show up in alphabetical order would be amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna do filtering for sure on landing pages. That makes total sense. Like filtering and sorting and doing the same thing for email campaigns. Yes.
If we're on a small business plan and downgrade after launch to entrepreneur package, will we get grandfather rights or new post-launch package?
Whatever you do before the 23rd is what you get. If you do it after the 23rd, then you're on the new plans. So example, if you, I don't know, downgrade is negative. I'm going to say upgrade. If you upgrade from starter to entrepreneur before the 23rd, then you get those 10,000 ad views a month. If you don't do that and you upgrade from starter to entrepreneur after the 23rd, then you'll get the new entrepreneur plan, the post 23rd entrepreneur plan, which is the 5,000 ad views.
How is the transition going to take place with the AI on the 23rd?
There's not really, I mean, you won't notice it. Like, not really. Like, we're not going to touch your ad, right? So as an existing customer, your ad's not going to change. Your land, like, nothing's going to change, right? If you wish to activate AI on a landing page, then you'll see some things happen, right? You'll start to get suggested contact posts or content posts. You'll see that, you'll be able to, like, you can add a blog, you'll have an email newsletter that gets generated. So it's only like, but you don't have to do anything before. It'll just happen, and it will be up to you to choose to activate an AI marketing campaign by activating one of your landing pages. So that's it. It's going to be seamless. Probably.
With the new launch, will the emails be coming from our email address or the .now.site?
That's not changing. That's not changing. Yeah. Like, as part of this. That may change in the future, but not immediately.
What determines where and when your page is displayed?
I do not understand that question. On where? Where?
Ad, maybe. I think.
What?
I said maybe your ad. I don't know.
Yeah. Your page?
Your landing page? If you can try and let us know more info on that question, we would appreciate it. Okay, if I sent an email campaign to a list of leads, how do I know if I've already sent an email to some leads if I get more leads from the same campaign? I don't want to send the same email to the same people.
So that's why we have this idea of an email campaign, like a drip campaign. So a new lead signs up, today, and you've got a 5 email series. They would get email 1 today, email 2 tomorrow, if that's how you've set it up, email 3 the next day, 4 the next day, 5 the next day. So that would be for today's new lead. Tomorrow's new lead would get the first email on their day 1 tomorrow, and then the next day they get day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So like, that's how you ensure. Like, if you're doing all that manually, like, if you just sort of have a bunch of emails that you've built and you're like, oh, who do I have to send my day 2 email to today? You're not making use of the system, like, to its fullest extent. Like, you can build a campaign where you have emails going out on, like, a timer based on the day that each individual lead signs up. So please use that capability.
Right on. Susan, the AI presentation tonight again is on Zoom, and the Zoom ID for it is 637-286-6918. Somebody wants to put that Zoom link in the comments, I would appreciate it. John says, so if someone has 2 entrepreneur packages, that equals 6 AI spots?
Sure. If you have 2, I don't know how you have 2. I mean, you have to have 2 completely separate accounts. But yes.
Hold on. Is it possible to translate on the page, select your plan, everything in German?
Is it which?
Okay. Is it possible to translate on the page, select your plan, everything in German?
Yeah. I think you mean in the sign up portion. That should be translated. automatically, just like the website. Like if you pick your language, that should be translated the whole way through.
Yeah.
So try that and confirm that for me if it doesn't work, because we can just fix that.
So the amount of active landing pages will be limited now?
No, you can the number of landing pages isn't going to, so at the starter level, you can create 3, right, landing pages. At the entrepreneur level, small business level, it's unlimited. Okay, so that's not changing. What we are limiting is how many pages and how many like active AI powered marketing campaigns you can be running at once. So at the starter level, you can activate 1 landing page, 1 AI powered marketing campaign. At the entrepreneur level, it'll be 3. So you can have 500 landing pages, but at any one time, only 3 of them can be like activated for an AI powered marketing campaign. Okay. And then it's 10 at the small business level. And truly, like that is largely so that we don't completely, erode the value of the thing. Like if you had 500 pages, like, do you want to be able to activate all 500 and be getting 1,500 content suggestions a day and be sending out 500 newsletters? Like it doesn't make any sense. Like it breaks down. Like the whole thing stops being valuable. And so we limited it to make it more useful to you, so that you're not inundated with suggestions that start to kind of like be too numerous to be valuable.
Can we get pixels to be able to capture leads for remarketing?
Yeah, in the future, we'll do that.
Is there a way for people to have a payment option on their landing page?
Link to your e-commerce site. We're not really getting into like e-commerce. It's very crowded, it's very complex, it's very competitive. It's not, and it's also not what we do, right? Like we are focused on marketing, not sales. Marketing is all about generating interest in your business. That's what we do. That's what we can do like better than anybody. Sales is a completely different thing. That's about turning interest into purchases. And that's not something that we really have any control over at all. We don't get involved in your pricing, your process, your product, we don't touch any of that stuff. So we are going to be much more clear about the fact that here's what we do. We are a marketing technology company. We're all about enabling you to make use of the most effective online marketing strategies to generate interest in your business. Sales, that's a completely separate thing, and we do not get involved until the day comes where people give us control over the product and the price and the people that are selling it and all those factors. Until that day comes, we're going to stay on the marketing side.
Right on. There seem to be a lot of comments on support. People are suggesting to only deal with customers in breakout room instead of the screen we see when we click on the Zoom link. So in support, can they handle like a customer in a breakout room instead of the room that everybody goes into when they need help?
Yeah, when needed. The other thing to remember, everybody, is would you prefer email only support like most tech companies, or would you prefer to sit on hold for 30 minutes like many tech companies? Mm-hmm. So we take the approach that both of those are kind of inferior, like worse options. We don't have unlimited resources, obviously, so we can't possibly do live video support one-on-one instantly for everyone. No one can do that. It's not we're not charging enough to be able to do that. So to keep our prices reasonable, provide amazing support without having people sit on on hold, this is the solution. I think it's generally a great solution, but please understand, like, you know, we're not doing those worse things. We're doing something great, but to keep, you know, to not charge everybody $300 a month, there is, you know, some kind of like, you know, kind of like group support. But I think, like, overall, I think people learn a lot rather than sitting on hold, right? In a, you know, we could keep you in like the Zoom hold area, but we don't think that that's helpful. Like, we think it's better for, you know, and, you know, more interesting to kind of like listen, right, and learn rather than sitting on hold quietly.
So people that are speaking about the German translation are saying that some, I guess, when they click on the flag, that specific page translating all the way into German.
Okay, we'll look into it.
Karen wants to try again. His question is, what determines which apps your landing pages appear and how often?
So Google and Facebook determine that, not us. Exactly like if you were advertising directly with them. What you have control over is you can target your audience based on age, based on gender, based on time of day, based on location, and based on interests, right? So, you know, if you want to be, you know, reaching someone who is interested in real estate, your ad may not appear on a real estate site, but it will appear to someone who Google knows is interested in real estate. That's how interest targeting works. Like if I'm interested in real estate, I might be on like ESPN.com, right, reading, you know, about sports, but because Google knows I've shown an interest in real estate based on my prior browsing, they would still show me that real estate ad on ESPN. So, like, the actual site is less important than the people that you're reaching, right? And you have the ability to reach the people that you're trying to reach based on age, based on gender, based on time of day, based on location, and based on their own declared interests, right? As it like that obviously Google and Facebook track, and they will show your ad to people who are actually interested in your, you know, your area.
Right on. Can we put landing or HTML on landing pages soon?
We covered that. Yes, we talked about that being part of landing pages 3.0 in early next year.
Okay. Can you boost for more exposure?
You can, yeah. Well, you can certainly buy more ads.
Yeah. Lots of people who are loving, adding their love for support. Sounds great. Oh, looking for the questions that haven't been covered. Okay. Yeah. Lots of great feedback on support, but I think we're
like support. I think our support is excellent. Could it be better? Of course, right? Like supporting more languages, expanded hours, you know, which will continue. Like if you've been, you know, watching us for a while, if you think back to where we were support wise, like a year ago, right? It was email only 5 days a week during regular business hours, and today we're 7 days a week. You know, email and video. Extended business hours in multiple languages. So the trend is, I think, a very positive one.
Right on. You know, when going to the back office, can you have it open in a separate tab?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, like we can look into that. I'm not going to put that as a super high priority.
Wait again. Just looking for the questions. But I think we covered them all up until this time. How is royalty different from geofencing marketing?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a good question. You just kind of teed it up for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want the. I'm gonna go with the 30-second, okay? Because this is like, so look, geofencing sounds fancy. It's not. There's nothing to it. It's basically just setting, the where you want your ad to be shown. Like, that's, I don't know, the easiest thing in the world. Basically, when it it's not a big deal, right? Like, you can, I mean, there's literally nothing to it. Any advertising, option on the planet, if they don't have it, then run. Like, it's super easy. So, I think what is hopefully becoming clear is, we are really not a company that's only about like geolocated ads. Like, that's, we are about enabling the, all of the most proven online marketing strategies. So sure, advertising, that's one, right? Having a website, right? Email marketing, having, proper analytics, having a CRM to manage your leads, social marketing, content marketing, search engine optimization, having a blog, if you like, having all of that powered by artificial intelligence, and then adding, things like remarketing and SMS marketing in the near future, lead magnets. So yeah, there's more to it than geofenced ads, which is like 1% of what we do.
Right on. You're getting the raise again. The other day.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's like I think because the time zone, like the time, the shift in times, right around now, there's this weird thing. So we get the basketball net view again.
Is there a way to put two videos side by side instead of a large video always?
Not yet.
3.0?
3.0. I like the suggestions.
Can you add crickets? We got good jokes today. Charlotte says, this helps with SEO, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So search engine optimization, which basically means where you rank in like a Google search. The main factors are, the keywords, and that's it. That's in the metadata of your site. So that's a new thing that we're going to be facilitating. Having fresh content on your website, right, through a blog. That's another thing that we're going to be facilitating and automating. And having lots of other sites linking to your site. Those are called backlinks, right? And that's something that we already enable. Every time you create a social post, you're actually creating a microsite, like a little website that lives on the internet that is linked back to your main landing page. So those are the three most important things. Like keywords and metadata optimization, fresh content, and backlinks. And those are exactly the three things that we, one of them we've done, that the other two are part of, the November 23rd launch. So yeah, no, like SEO is it's important. It's how, customers find you, right? When they're looking for whatever, a real estate agent or personal trainer, and they go and they search, you want to be at the top of, or as close to the top as possible of the search rankings. So yeah, this is going to be, it's a big part of our strategy going forward.
Can we send an ad to a specific location during specific times of day?
Yes. Yeah, like just click on your ad, click edit, click location, pick the location, click advanced targeting, I think it's called, and then set your time.
Will we be able to tell the AI we need a bridge page instead of a landing page per circumstances?
No, you're just going to pick the landing page that you want activated. If you want to put some like another page in front of it or behind it, that's cool. But I would focus like the page that you're going to want to activate is the one that is sort of like the most, important page like that you have for that business. That's where the blog is going to be added. That's where traffic is going to be driven from your suggested posts. So pick your most important page.
Yeah. And this helps to get visitors to your site as well, correct?
This does what?
And this helps to get visitors to your site as well, correct? That's Charlotte.
Correct. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's what having a website and having it be optimized for search engine rankings and publishing, social marketing posts and putting, articles and videos like on social media and advertising online and, having a blog that establishes you as an expert. And like all of this is absolutely about like driving traffic to your site. That's what marketing is. Marketing is entirely about generating interest in your business, right? And so that's at the core of our mission is like, drive traffic, help you convert that traffic into leads, right? Build your brand as an expert. Like these are all kind of really, the main kind of building blocks of online marketing.
All right, everybody. Looks like we caught up with the questions. So we're going to go ahead and end it here. You can always ask your questions at support@royaltie.com or also by logging into your account. Bottom right-hand corner, clicking on the champagne colored button and zooming with our amazing marketing specialist. Once again, thank you for being here. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you all tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our very first Royaltie AI Live Overview presentation. Make sure that you are inviting your guests. The Zoom ID for that is 637-286-6918. See you all tonight. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.